Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told how to host the radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. And the lovely Joe from Cerebi.net reminded me about this today. We've never seen a Goodra chase card. Like, go over to pkmncards.com, probably the best place to go and search for old cards. And what we've basically got is half a dozen Goodra, who are all just random Stage 2 Dragon Pokemon. Incidentally, when Dragon Pokemon went away, which did happen for quite a while, Goodra's Pure Dragon, they just stopped printing Goodra. We had 0 Goodra, not a single Goodra printed, between the one in Forbidden Light and then the one that came around in Fusion Strike. They just ignored Goodra for ages, which in a way I kind of respect. What are we going to do with Goodra now we're not making Dragon Pokemon? You know what? Don't worry about it. Nobody will miss Goodra. Did you miss Goodra? Let me know in the comment section. For now, I just love the fact that Goodra is finally getting a little bit of love, and we're finally seeing a Goodra chase card. Is it any Goodra? We all know I had to make that joke. Well, let's have a gander, shall we? Translations, of course, from the lovely Antoine Boulet. So, Hisuian Goodra V, we got 220 HP, which is what we see from big Pokemon V. And it's a Dragon Pokemon, which means you're not hitting anything for weakness, but you have no weakness, so I don't know, call it a draw. For 1 water, 1 metal energy, 60 damage, and your opponent switches are active with one of their bench. And this is one of the many cards around that just makes me go, but why can't we have Double Dragon Energy back? Seriously, where's my Double Dragon Energy? I would very much like my Double Dragon Energy. Because with Double Dragon Energy, that could pay this in one go, basic Pokemon, single energy attachment, 60 and make them switch, this would be really good. As it is, it's kind of meh. Now, it is important that Goodra uses water energy, because remember, we've got Melanie around at the moment, and Melanie does say you can attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V, and draw 3 cards. And yes, it has to be a water energy, but no, it doesn't have to be a water Pokemon, so this is actually really good. It means you can Melanie attach and then use Goodra, but that's just awkward at that point. Doable, but awkward. We've then got Water, Metal Colorless, 140 damage. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. And again, it's fine, but this is one of those, it's a classic attack you see on a Pokemon V that turns into a V-Star. It's fine, but you're never really going to use it. Because you see, Water Colorless or Water Metal is payable because of Melanie, but adding on that third energy just makes it kind of super awkward. Then you're doing 140 damage, which is enough to KO the majority of single prize Pokemon. But as a lovely example, if you go and put a Choice Belt on there, you're not actually going to go and get a Crobat. And, 180 is about what I'm looking for. And let's be clear, 3 energy plus a Choice Belt and I'm not getting a Crobat. That's weak, ladies and gentlemen. That is, I'm going to be honest with you, that is pretty weak. It is worth pointing out that Crobat is largely being replaced by Luminion. And by the time this comes out, we're pretty much going to be, this is going to be our August set. And the rotation is going to be late August, beginning of September. So this is essentially post-rotation. When Crobat goes away, Luminion comes in, and you will get a one-hit KO on Luminion, but you're still talking 3 energy and a Choice Bout. It's not exactly stunning, I think is fair to say. But looking at the V-Star, firstly, this is the most tragic-looking V-Star I've seen. It looks really sad, and this honestly makes me a little bit sad. It's making me sad looking at it. But it's not a bad little card. What we've got here is 3 energy again, 200 damage, and on your next turn you take 80 less damage from attacks. And now we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're talking. Because you see, reducing damage by 30 is honestly a lot of the time not hideously relevant. And I don't say that in a mean way, but most of the time, it's not going to make a huge difference. It essentially gives you 60 extra HP, so your opponent has to hit 330 over 2 turns, which means really 340, which is 170. That's a bit meh. If they hit 170 over 2 turns, that's 340. Take 30 off from each, still 280, you're going down. But with 80 reduced, then that actually puts you up way higher. You're now at 430, time you had 160, but really it's 440 because 2 hits it needs to be an even number, which means your opponent now needs to hit 220 with each attack to go and get a KO. Because 220 is then brought down to 140, and then that twice is 280, which will get a KO. That, at that point, is becoming pretty gosh darned relevant. And obviously 200 damage, like we keep saying, 220 is a magic number to KO Pokemon V. This doesn't hit it, but it does, obviously, you've got Choice Bout, and I don't want to be relying on Choice Bout, but actually, it's not the end of the world here. It can be done. So, yeah, this'll work. And you're getting one-hit KOs on Pokemon V, while also making yourself pretty hard to KO. And then, of course, what we really want to do is look at things we can use to reduce the amount of damage taken. But this is where it gets a little bit awkward. Pot Helmet reduces damage done by 30 from Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. But it only works if you don't have a rule box and you're a V-Star. You very much have a rule box. Full Face Guard reduces damage done by 20 if you don't have an ability. But this very much has an ability, which is a little bit of a problem. Galarian Chest Plate will say you take 30 less damage from attacks, but you're not a Galarian Pokemon, you're a Hisuian Pokemon. Oricorio could mean you take 20 less damage using its ability, but you're not a Fusion Strike Pokemon. Zamazenta V would say that you take 20 less damage from VMAXs, but you're not a fighting Pokemon. There's actually a whole bunch of stuff out there. There are a couple others, but they're in year 1 of Sword and Shield, which is basically going to have rotated by the time this comes out. There's actually a whole bunch of options here that you can't use. And hopefully there'll be another one in the future. That would be rather lovely. But as it stands at the moment, and please do correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, I'm searching on PKMN cards. I'm looking for cards which reduce the amount of damage that you take. And I'm not seeing much, ladies and gentlemen. I am not seeing much at all. And this is a problem for me. Because you've actually got a very good start here. Reducing damage done by 80 is good. You've got fairly high HP. This is good. But actually, it's not working quite as well as we'd like. Because there are a million tools out there that almost help us to actually get where we want to go. Reduce damage a little bit more. Help us out in that regard. But actually, none of them are working. Although, to be clear, you're still reducing 80 from each attack, and there's still a whole bunch of healing available, and let's not forget Crystal Cave is a nice little option here, and you are a dragon Pokemon, thank goodness. So, you can use Crystal Cave, and that will allow you to just heal 30 damage from your dragon Pokemon. So, although we can't be reducing damage done, and healing is not quite the same as reducing, because reducing might just save you from a KO. You know, if your opponent is just getting a KO or, you know, they're 10 or 20 over, Pot Helmet would save you, whereas Crystal Cave will allow you to heal, but it's too late because you've already been KO'd. So that is a little bit of a pain. But the point is, we do have that. And now I think we're talking. I think if you combine Crystal Cave with the 80 less damage that you're taking, and the fact that you're a pretty beefy V-Star to begin with, I think we could be onto something here, ladies and gentlemen, and I, for one, am pretty gosh darn happy. And the good news is, although the V-Star power is not necessarily the best one we've ever seen, it works really, really nicely in this particular card. You may use this ability during your turn, heal all damage from this Pokemon. And that obviously thematically fits beautifully, because, of course, the whole point here is you're trying not to get KO'd. You're using Crystal Cave, you're taking 80 less damage from attacks, etc. You are trying to survive and not get KO'd. And if your opponent ever gets too close, where you're not able to heal enough, but your opponent can't one-hit KO, but they're close enough that they can KO next turn, heal up, they can't get a one-hit KO, you're good. It's not one of my favourites of the V-Star powers we've seen, but I think specifically for this card, in the right kind of deck, this could be good. If you're being one-hit KO'd, all you've really got here, if we're honest, is a Pokemon that can do not quite enough damage. You know, free energy 200 isn't enough on a Pokemon getting one-hit KO'd. If you're getting one-hit KO'd, this Pokemon is not doing its job, and it's not that good. If, however, you're not getting one-hit KO'd, and you're reducing damage, and you're healing, at that stage, I am very happy indeed. Can you avoid one-hit KOs? Can this survive in this meta? There's not that much it is one-hit KOing. I don't know. I'm giving this thing 3 and 4 Wassies. We don't give half Wassies. That would be barbaric. Certainly, it is not on the same level as Hisuian Goodra that I showed you earlier. Although, to be fair, there really isn't very much that is on the same level as that. But if you can avoid one-hit KOs, this could be very nice indeed. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to put it over to you guys. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know how good you think this card is. Is Goodra finally getting the love it deserves? Or is it an underwhelming V-Star for an underwhelming Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.